This is dedicated to the 4 founding fathers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Well, it started about 12 o'clock of midnight, and since that day it's been the mysteries of Omega that no man would ever talk about. That's why I'm singing to you all my love, my peace and happiness. I'm gonna give it.
Okay, brothers, here we are today. We have the charter members of the Beta Mu chapter, chartered August 29th, 2013, and we have a few questions for them that we just want to get their input as far as this 10-year anniversary gala is concerned. Very happy to be here at this point. Without these men sitting before us, we would not be who we are today. But the first question that we have is, what was your vision when you agreed to become a charter member of Beta Mu chapter here in Shelby County, Alabama?
During that time, we had just received information that we had lost the voting right deal, Shelby v. Holder. So we have always wanted to have a chapter. There have been brothers talking about getting a chapter started in Shelby County. So with that ruling, set the precedent on us starting a chapter. So a chance encounter with Brother Hampton at church, talked to him about what do we need to do to get this chapter started in, and he had just become the regional representative here, and we set out, told us what we needed to do. On April the 20th, 2013, he, Gerald Seymour, and myself, we went to meet Brother Fred Gray Jr. in Montgomery, and he told us everything that we needed to do to charter. So after that, we had a meeting at my house on the 21st, and we disseminated all the information to most of these brothers that are here and a few more, and we set the ball to rolling on how to get a chapter started here in Shelby County. We had lots of enthusiasm, and so in the end of May, we did the charter. We had 12 men on there, in which we sent off to the IHQ, and we got word that we had gotten our chapter approved pretty much at a football game. Joe and myself were there, and he got the message that we had gotten chartered, but we didn't get the name. So I guess a little on maybe a week or so. How was it? About 10 days. 10 days after. Yeah, we found the name going to be Beta Mu, and that's how we got started.
Yeah, and just to add, the vision was simply, if you look at the brothers in this chapter, many of us work throughout the region, but our home is Shelby County, and it's really was a focus of, there are underserved folk, families in Shelby County that need the same support that we provide, and whether you're in Birmingham and Anniston and Montgomery, etc. So we had all these brothers sitting here with us today, and those who aren't, who were representatives of other chapters around this region. And we just felt like it made perfect sense for us to come together, bring all that energy and enthusiasm, and really hit the ground running in Shelby County. And it was just, for me to look at 10 years down the road, it's exciting for me to see where we are. Really, it was just all about good brothers of Omega with similar ideas and like attainment coming together to serve this county. And where we are today is well beyond where I thought we'd be 10 years later.
What they said.
All right. Pretty much. All right, there you go. All right, so our next question that a lot of us have, and we love your input on this, is what does this 10-year accomplishment mean to you as a charter member?
Well, me speaking, to go from the 12 to the, I forgot how many was in the initial chapter that we started, but have not. We just came as brothers, and I think after the first year we became the small chapter of the year. And each year we had bigger goals, and we set bigger goals, and we attained them.
The only thing I'll add, and then I'm sure somebody else will want to weigh in. I can remember us having a conversation around just the number of brothers in the region who were not financial at Alpha Phi. And we were having conversations around when we come together, it's all about work ethic, enthusiasm, and passion for the fraternity. And if we do those simple things, brothers will come back. It will be infectious, and brothers will come back.
Yeah, I can add something to that as well. Tim and I had a couple of encounter meetings, even before we were, approached by, the rest of the brothers, the Charter brothers. But I say for me, it takes a different meeting as well as the ones that these brothers have. I've never seen so many leaders in one room. I mean, I don't even just, leaders in your family. I'm talking about leaders in your career. It's amazing. And for us not to fight about who's going to be the bosses and who's going to be this, we just go with whatever the brothers desire, and we go with the make it work. And that's how this chapter came about. The brothers who went to Montgomery, they made it work. And we got together at Cedar's house. There was no argument about who's going to, who wants to do it, who wants to work for Omega, and that's what we did. And that's what I'm impressed about what's going on right now in Baylor. The brothers just work, and they put in some good work.
I will say that 10 years later, to know that you still have Christian men at the forefront, but you also have men that are still devoted to truly being about Omega's business. And for the men or the brothers of Baylor Renew, me as a charter member, I would like to just say thank you.
Yeah, from my perspective, my line brother Sean Haynes, who was one of the charter members, came to me and said, "Hey, there's something going on in Shelby County. You come to a meeting." So, hey, I showed up at a meeting. My line brother, he bigger than me, so I came on. Got with the program, man. One of the best things I could have done. I told these brothers tonight I was with a perfectly good chapter QI Square in Montgomery. I've been there roughly about 10 years at that time. Started there in 2003, but I had opportunity to become a charter member of something, start something new. I feel like we need to be bridging the gap between here and Montgomery. It made perfect sense. I was living here at the time in the Hoover area. One thing I'll say, I think that number that we had was roughly about 28 brothers. I don't know if that was us included or if it was 28 additional, but we had some brothers that were right there with us and may or may not have had the credentials to become charter members, whatever those were. I was fortunate to be in that number. I'm glad, I'm proud of it, what have you. I was able to sign that document. Those brothers, we had some leaders. I mean, we had chapters Beta Eta, we had HE, we had KD, we had Gamma C, we had NE brothers, and they attracted other brothers that may have not been financial. Bobby Darnell Clayton, for the record.
Disaster.
He probably reclaimed more brothers, got brothers back into the fold.
One of the things that I will say just over this 10 years is the first obstacle that we got over. They said, "Can we do it?" This was a thought that we had when we sat down to get this thing together, but we had a lot of people that didn't have faith in us. So it was an uphill battle from the get-go. But once we got everything that we needed to get the ball rolling, it was almost like we had to put cars behind us because we were the engine, but we had to add a car. It seemed like every week because we was filling up a car. We had more people coming along. And for us to even be sitting where we're sitting right now.
I'll add on to that, just, being a part of the charter member here with Baby News, mere fact that I remember in 2013,
2013, it's like me and Tim were talking, we both were working together up at the Department of Justice, DEA. But during that same time, we sort of collaborate and talk about the fact of starting a charter here in Shelby County. But with that being said, that same month of August 2013, it was 20 years ago, I started another chapter, Cairo Square. With that chapter, eventually I saw it grow. I wanted to see the same thing grow with Baby Renew. When they got here, we made that presence here in Shelby County. It was all about putting service right here in this county. We did all the purple carpet, we did the Applebee's breakfast. I mean, we did
the turkey giveaway.
First casino night.
We went to the City House, doing fried turkeys on Thanksgiving. I mean, there was a lot of things we were doing within Shelby County.
So that's all great information, brothers. And the last question that we really have is, does any brother have any closing remarks for anything as far as Beit New chapter, 10th anniversary, or just anything that you would like to share with us as we move forward? Because it's always a point in our lives where we always trying to progress forward in everything that we do. You all set the foundation for us, and we're constantly building on the foundation that you all have laid down for us. Anything you all would like to share for us as we move forward past our 10-year anniversary?
I'll say this. If we have any former executive committee members, thank you. If we have any former committee chairs, thank you. If we have any former, anybody that's been chartered, not chartered, but anybody that's been made as Beit Renew, 15 and on up, anybody that has Beit Renew attached to their name, thank you. Because it is through your service just as much as it is ours to have a celebration of 10 years and to be looking into the future.
I'd also like to say, Brother Bosses, thank you for your leadership firsthand. I would also like to say that a lot of times, as you grow in your personal life, times will come you won't have time to do everything. But I would like to challenge every brother to pick at least one function every year that you put your heart into.
Well, I'll say this. 10 years, I didn't see it then. But through the work, the dedication, the long hours I know some brothers put in, but under the leadership that we've had, through all the terms that we've had great leadership. We've had men take us, every time that we've had a leader in place, they've taken us to the next step to get to the next level. And I look forward to seeing Beit Renew hit more accolades.
Reflecting back on the 10 years of being in existence, I can't express how proud I am to be of this chapter. We make leaders here, and these leaders, they go off to do different things. I'll be forever grateful for that because I think we have grown something special in the fraternity, not just in Shelby County. So I want to thank each and every one of you all for staying the course and getting this chapter off the ground and continue to do the great work that we're doing, not just in Shelby County, but in the fraternity.
I'm extremely proud of Beit Renew chapter. The past 10 years have been wow. I feel like I've been on a rocket ship.
I love the brothers, Beit Renew. Congratulations. I want to see another 10 years of prominent success, service in the community. That's what it's all about.
And I'm going to wrap it up with this. I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to all the chapters in Alabama, because every brother in this chapter many of us came from different chapters. And I know what Theta Tall brought to this chapter. We were able to pick their brains, QI Squared, New Alabama, Omega Chi, Alpha Phi, Alpha Tau. those brothers all supported what we were doing. And it was, we didn't have to reinvent the wheel. The birth of Beta Mu Nu, it's probably one of the things that is nearest and dearest to my heart. And for us to come together, put the energy behind it, you know, time is for all the brothers who got on board. Because we talk about, you're sitting here looking at a few of us right now, but within 60 days of that ink drying on that charter, we were 30, 40 strong. It hurt my heart, but I had to move away from work for 4 years. But as soon as I knew we were coming back, I was ready to write that check to Beta Mu Nu because I knew it was nothing but great things happening here. So, huge shout out to all the brothers who poured into Beta Mu Nu. Congratulations to Beta Mu Nu. The best is yet to come for this chapter.
For Omega, I've been working hard on the line. I've been working hard for Big Brother, trying to serve my time on the line. But hold it steady right there while we hit it.